Jeanette, let the record show that Magistrate Lear is on by Zoom, please. First order of business would be the minutes from the December 21 meeting, mailed to the magistrates. Any corrections or changes? We try to catch those before we send them out to you. Otherwise, entertain a motion to approve. Motion been made by Eric. Is there a second? Second by Gary. All approved, say aye.
Aye.
Disapprove?
Aye.
Motion carried. You're on delayed reaction here, Jeff.
Okay.
Keith's trying to put his big head in front of the screen. That'll cover the whole screen. So if you can't see us, you'll know why.
All right.
Bills and additional bills list. Any questions, guys?
One to Joe, is he here? He ain't here, is he?
No.
I seen that one fee.
We have that. That's a monthly fee that we're
$14,000.
Right.
Yeah, we're
But
gaining.
We're getting extra Medicaid money of about $35,000 every month.
So it's a net about
So,
22,000
Yeah, so you're coming out $21,000
a month.
ahead.
That should go
240,000.
down, that's actually like a double monthly payment. The payment should be just $7,000 a month, but because it didn't go into effect until mid-year,
You had to pay catch up.
there's a catch-up provision in there.
Okay.
That should go down.
We've been doing that for about 6 months.
Yes, since July.
Any
So
questions?
basically, we're coming out $200,000 ahead.
We hope.
Okay.
It's going that direction. We want to keep it that direction. Entertain a motion to approve the bills and transfers. Motion by Bernard Ice. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Second by Keith Metcalfe. Further discussion, questions? All approved, say aye. Disapprove? Motion will carry. That was unanimous. It was a delayed reaction here a little bit. Next would be a board appointment. I'd like to reappoint Nikki Rapier to the North Nelson Water District Board. He's been an excellent member of that board. And we're in the middle of a big project we're working on, so it'd be good to reappoint. Motion to approve. That's in Jeff's district. Jeff?
Make your motion.
Thank you. Motion's been made by Jeff. Is there a second to the motion?
I'll second the motion.
Second by Eric. All approved, say aye.
Aye.
Disapprove? The motion will carry. Next would be the clerk's budget, 22 budget. Have reviewed that budget. Anybody have any questions on it? I did not find any fault with it. Did you guys have any questions or concerns? I'm sorry, Jeff?
I make a motion, we approve the budget.
Well, thank you, Jeff. Motion's been made by Jeff Lear to approve the county clerk's budget. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Gary. All approved, say aye.
Aye.
Disapprove? Motion will carry. Next will be the sheriff's budget. I have reviewed the sheriff's proposed budget. We do, Sheriff, we still need that one order, and we'll have to get that. I emailed you that yesterday. The order on the pay cap for the deputies, the one-page report, I sent you and Richard that yesterday request. So just bring it to the next court meeting. You'll need that to get your, probably your advancement, probably, I'd say.
Mayor, you guys will be paying for salaries until then?
We've done that before too, haven't we? Motion or discussion. Motion on the floor to approve the sheriff's budget. Motion by Bernard.
I'll second.
Second Keith. Discussion. You had look like you had something on your mind, Eric. All approved, say aye.
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 Disapprove. The motion will carry. Okay. Let me get all my paperwork out of the way here. Next would be a subject that we discussed at our last court meeting. That was animal control, about the proposal that I put in front of you guys to consider hiring. And by the way, we had 2 animal control officers at one time, but during the downturn of the economy, when that position came open, we just didn't replace it. And then I'm asking you to also fund 2 part-time folks that are currently with the Humane Society, and in order to keep the adoption and the rescues operations going smoothly and the numbers going good, instead of euthanizing all these animals, I'm asking you to consider funding those positions. I gave you the report on that at the last court meeting. Couple little notes here, and you don't think about pets, and there's so many pets out there, so many different kinds, but most of the pets are domestic dogs and cats. And that's what we focus on at Animal Control. You know, the value of the pet industry, according to reports I've gotten, it's about $109 billion annually in the United States. Average annual expense for a pet dog is about $1,380 that the family will spend a year on a dog. And dogs are the biggest influence driving first home purchases amongst millennials. I mean, my daughter's age in that yuppie group. Isn't that what they call them?
Heard that one.
Yuppies? Isn't there a term called yuppie?
Yeah, about
Okay.
40 yeyears ago.
Okay. How long ago, Jim?
40.
How think of Jim? Are you a yuppie? More than half.
Had Woodstock.
More than half of the millenniums, pet owners now, buy their pets gifts at least once a month. And my daughter's in that bunch, I can tell you. And in the past 10 years, Americans spent, has more than doubled the amount they spend on their pets. And 45% of American pet owners spend the same amount of money or more on their pet health care than they do their own. Of course, this is coming from the pet sales people. You know, they probably pumped that up a little bit. But one of the most interesting things is this one here. 62% of the households in the United States have at least one pet. 62%. Of which 78 million dogs and 85.8 million cats. That's a lot of animals. My point of bringing all this up is the community is to be measured how you take care of your pets and your dogs and your cats, and how you take care of the building out there and how you keep it is an important part of our community.
What sticks out to me is the live release rate on the canines, 86%. That's really good.
Yeah, instead of euthanize.
Yes.
Yeah. So, entertain a motion to approve the proposal that I presented to you guys at the last court meeting.
I'll make the motion. I'll make the motion.
Motion by Eric to approve the proposal as presented.
Second.
Got 2 seconds. He actually has his hand up first.
That's fine.
Second by Bernard Ice. Any further discussion? All approved, say aye.
Judge, on the,
Wait just a second. Motion carries. Now,
on the proposed for that position, for terrorist 258.195, it gives the authority of animal control to write citations. What's the plans on doing the background checks on these individuals that are going to be hired for these positions?
haven't got that far yet, Raymond.
Please take
The statute-
very highly consideration of that. Don't make it a slap in the face of the sheriff's office and the guys that work out here in the streets every day.
What do you mean by slap in the face, Raymond? I'm not understanding, seriously.
Just that, the person that gets hired gets a background check.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah. We'll take that into consideration, and maybe we'll have a discussion a little bit more in detail what you're...
My name came up, and
Okay.
we'll have a discussion.
Okay. Yeah.
I want to vote no on that. And the reason I want to vote no on that, I did some research on it in our surrounding counties. One in particular, it's got 82,000 people in it.
Bullitt County?
Bullitt County. Only has one dog warden. And I just don't see the need for having a second dog warden. I'm okay with the humane part of it, the society part of it. I like dogs too, and that 62% you said that has dogs, I'd say out of that 62%, they'll never call a dog warden because they take care of their pet. And I just don't think it's a good use of taxpayers' money to have a second dog warden. And that's my personal opinion.
I understand.
Well, I'll just add to that, you know, when you compare, it's good to compare to Bullitt County, but what kind of pushed me towards my yes vote was you know, we have an aging dog warden now. He's 82 years old. How much longer is he gonna stay? It would be nice to get somebody in position to fill that position once he decides to retire. And we've obviously had 2 dog wardens before. And then the fact that, you know, you talk about euthanizing animals and keeping your live release date up, to me, that pushed me to vote yes on that.
And this new officer will be rotating weekends.
Right.
So, you know.
So you're gonna cut his overtime. It's gonna
probably 7
offset
days.
part of that cost as far as, you know, he won't be doing as much overtime because they'll be rotating
Okay.
shifts.
Bullitt County don't do any overtime. He's on salary. He's on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. He don't have to report in at 7 o'clock and quit at 4 o'clock every day.
He's on salary? How
He's
much
on
does he
salary.
make?
And there's 82,000 people in Bullitt County.
Does he make, how much does he make?
And does Shepherdsville have their own individual, a city
have
can
not.
have their own individual?
Yeah, I really don't know. I didn't
And
check that
Mount
far
Washington
into
as
it.
well.
I just did the fiscal court part of it. I really don't know if they've got their own. I just, you know, in comparison to that, we're half that size. And then we're gonna have 2 full-time ones with the overtime, with an extra truck, with the extra box on the back. I mean, we're looking at $130,000, $40,000.
More than
for another
likely,
officer.
there won't be any overtime with this new officer, though. They're gonna
But
rotate.
let me just say, if you're in law enforcement, and Raymond would tell you this, these things don't happen at convenient times.
Right.
And many times the dog bites are after hours, and more importantly, after hours probably than anything. One person's just run to death.
I would be curious to how much that guy gets paid. You think you're making a salary and then you have to get called out 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning and not get compensated for it? That would be,
And they're
But it's a job he chose to take. I mean,
Oh,
you
I mean,
know, they
obviously,
advertised
yeah.
it that way, and it's a job. And they said it's working really good. I mean, you
Yeah.
know, they don't have the Humane Society in Bullitt County. They do have the dog shelter, but they don't have the Humane Society. They go to Hardin County for that. That's just my opinion.
Have you ever thought about doing a tri-county animal shelter with 2 more counties coming in with us?
Ours is at capacity 99% of the time. I would say
99%?
a large percentage of the time. I use numbers, but it's a large percentage of the time. Because LaRue County actually asked us to consider that. And you throw a few more pets in there and it will be overcrowded. You have to keep by law a dog 5 days by law. You'd like to extend that much further with pets in order to adopt them and rescue them. And a lot of these dogs now are going up north in the bigger cities. They're coming down and rescuing these dogs. And I just think it's more important to do the right thing and spend a little bit extra money. Okay, thank you all. And the one no vote there, that being there. We changed this vote. Okay, road department report, Lee.
We're currently rocking shoulders on Murray's Run Road. We had a few guys hauling shell for the landfill last week, and we continue to clean up tree debris throughout the county. Last Thursday, we installed our snow equipment, just in case we had some snow this past Sunday, which luckily we didn't. And with the holiday shutdown, we just want to be prepared. You might caught off guard with that. Yesterday, we had crews cleaning debris and washed out gravel from driveways from the heavy rains that we received this weekend. And the crews would also clean out clogged culverts if they saw any out on their route. And today, we're in the process of repairing a small sinkhole next to the road on Woodlawn Road. It's around the 4600 Woodlawn Road. There's a small sinkhole that appeared. Basically, that's all I have. We will have be installing our equipment, or what equipment we had to take off for the snow will be reinstalled on Wednesday for anticipation of Thursday and Friday snow events.
Are we calling for much snow?
They don't know the numbers yet. It's a real high probability of getting snow. They just don't know the numbers.
Okay.
Possibly up to 3 inches, 3 to 4
I know
inches.
you guys will be on top of it, so have faith in the system. Okay?
Real quick, Woodlawn Road, they have demoed the bridge. The goal was until the rain came to pour the footer today, and then start building the wall up, and hopefully by the end of the week, be able to pour that one wall, would be closer to Barstown Wall. You've seen which one I'm talking about. And then D-Head Road, the crossing is removed, and they're waiting on their pilings. Pilings is the steel beams that you put down in the ground. It's actually going to physically hold up the bridge, and hopefully he gets his pile driver back in the week of January 17th, that begins, Keith. So I'll let you know so we can go down there and watch them do it. That's it.
Questions? Okay, moving on to landfill, solid waste
Uh-huh.
report.
I wanted to thank our guys. It's that the week after Christmas is one of the busiest weeks of the year, and they did a great job, and I want to give them a pat on the back. We got a few issues with our dozer. It's blowing smoke. We're burning about 3 gallons of oil a day. Our dozer, it's at 96. Just don't want any action yet today. Just kind of keeping you guys in the loop. I'm getting some pricing to see basically to fix it, basically to rebuild the engine. Transmission was having issues. It's like $82,000 for that. So looking at prices, and prices go from anywhere for used ones
You look a
anywhere
little pale
from
when you're telling us this. Man.
it's the used ones go from anywhere. Depends how many hours you got, from like 130 to around 3. So
We
just
bought
trying
that
to
machine in 98. It was a 96
96 model, bought 98. So it's been with us a while.
What size dozer is that?
It's a D6.
D6.
D6 high
The
track,
D6
wide
high
tracks.
track, yeah.
Yeah.
I noticed some of the pictures you sent me, I seen all that plastic around all the bearings. You know, that extra
Yeah.
to make that thing roll is causing that motor to, it's like having an emergency brake on all the time.
Yeah.
You know, that's hurting. But it's a landfill.
It's a landfill. They have-
You know,
You can't hardly get, now compactors have special things to help them some.
yeah, they still.
The newer, they do sell dozer packages with a lot of those guards and stuff, but you'd have to buy a new one. You can't, it's hard to find to use one of those because there's not
They're
that many
already
out
tore
there.
up a time and then put them back up for sale. But anyway,
But
we'll
do a little
bring report
research.
something in the next couple of meetings.
Yep.
You keep throwing the oil and gas to it.
3 gallons
Yep.
a day. That's a lot.
It's cheaper than $80,000.
It is. It is. Keeps dust down too.
Yep.
Brad, we better move on, Brad. I think you're going to give Derek's report today.
Yeah, Derek's out. Really, with the park is pretty much closed down right now. I mean, he's not into a lot, so.
He's
you
doing
guys-
some odds and ends maintenance. I'm going out there.
He's trying to get one of the areas set up more for like an office for him out there. So he's trying to fiddle with that and figure out where he can make that happen. I'm talking about inside the concession.
Inside the concession stand.
Football doesn't use their concession stand anymore, so I'm trying to come up with an idea to where he can have something out there instead of being in my office all the time.
He's got internet out there now.
Correct.
What's the status on that rock wall?
But
Status is sitting there,
Just
just,
sitting there, we're not, what are we gonna do with it?
you mean the one we purchased about 20 years ago?
no.
Now, the one over off of Fenwick Drive?
Somebody come out of Fenwick Drive and tapped our rock wall that's over there.
When did that happen?
A couple months ago, Derek's tried to get with somebody who relays that type of stuff. Someone similar to Miles
Uh-huh.
that does the Wickland work.
Yeah.
And we were waiting on a quote, and I
Okay.
just need to follow up with him on that. I don't know where he is with it.
I don't remember. I'm sure y'all told me that. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll put that on our list there, Brad. Make sure we get something done
Okay.
there. Jail report.
As of this morning, we had 102 inmates, 17 are females, 85 are males, 30 of them are state inmates, 4 females are state inmates. We have still on 0 cases of COVID in jail. We have 13 females waiting for district court cases and 55 waiting for district court cases. And we're holding 2 for other counties. After 15 days, they'll pick them up.
What about our cooler? Did we get our cooler in?
I read the email yesterday, they started building on it, and they're gonna start send us picture stages of what they're on.
I actually thought it was barely available.
Yeah.
I thought it was already
No, they build them as you order them,
Okay,
but they give us a better deal on the rental one because we're buying one from them.
okay.
That's not what I understood.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, 'cause we paid a couple $1,000s more for that one than we did the other one from Veneto. And we were under the impression that the one that we purchased was readily available, which means ship it out.
That's what they told us, it's built as you order them, that's what I was told.
Okay. Well, find out for me, if you don't mind, the length of time we're talking about.
It's got the paperwork.
Yeah, well, I've got the paperwork too, but find out when they guarantee it, okay?
All right.
Because we were under the impression that you would have that if, once you place the order, delivered to you.
Because we were leasing that one.
Yeah, well, but we paid $2,000 or $3,000 more
Right,
for that
right,
privilege.
right.
But I'll check on it too.
All right.
EMS report, Joe's not gonna be here today. And let's go to old or new business. Magistrates have any old or new business? Anybody have any, Jeff, you got any old or new business? Okay. You guys entertain a motion to adjourn. Motion by Bernard Ice, is there a second?
I'll second.
By Eric. All approve, say aye. Disapprove? Motion carried. Thank you all.
You gotta start a new year quick like that.